Hello, I'm Tom Varner, and welcome to Adventures in TV Land. For today's adventure, we are at the site of John's Modern Cabins along the old Route 66 in Missouri. Originally, this site was owned by Bill and Beatrice Bayliss. In 1938, they opened it as Bill and Bess's place. There were originally 6 small cabins and a dance hall. Bill and Beatrice eventually sold the place, and it changed hands over the years until 1951, when John Dausch, I believe is his name, bought the property. He renamed the place John's Modern Cabins. Around in the area, apparently, John was known as Sunday John because, unlike many of the other establishments, he broke all the blue laws and sold alcohol on Sundays. After John's wife Lillian passed away, John closed up the place, but the property remained in his name until he passed away in 1971. The property and the buildings here have fallen into disrepair ever since then. And soon, due to the ravages of time, there just won't be anything left of John's Modern Cabins. There is where 1 or 2 cabins used to be. And there's the sign. We'll take a closer look at this stuff in just a little bit. There's the only remaining cabin that's still standing, I believe. And I think that's either the outhouse or the tool shed, the little white building there. Now these cabins did not always sit where they are currently. This patch of road right here is a part of the original Route 66. However, in 1956-57, the road was expanded. It's kind of hard to tell now and be able to see, but it basically more than doubled. So more traffic could travel on it. And John's Modern Cabins, they had to be pushed back for the expansion of the road. It was at that time that the dance hall was demolished. So notice that this is private property, and that while it is not completely forbidden to look at the structures, I've seen a video from about 2 or 3 years ago, and this structure, this cabin, was still standing. I believe this is based on the property. Kind of look. Probably was the tool shed, my guess. I don't see a spot for a toilet to be at the outhouse. See, that was I'm not for sure, a heater of some sort. There was a building back there, probably one of a cabin. See the foundation. All right, I can clearly see now that behind the one remaining standing cabin there, it is an outhouse. So this building here was the tool shed. You can see the outline, the mattress springs from a bed right there. I'm not for sure what those circular orange pieces are. Perhaps maybe supports, something with the heating or cooling or whatever. I'm not for sure, because these were just log cabins, so there wasn't much heating or cooling with them. But if someone else knows, leave a comment in the comment section and tell me what those orange circular things are. Thank you. See how the cabins, this actually gives you a good idea of what they look like on the inside and the difference between the inside and the outside. The outside, you just see the actual log cabin, but the inside there was other boards and actual walls that were put up. Not a very big room at all, though. This one's being supported in the back. So there has been some attempt at saving this structure, the final remaining log cabin of John's modern cabins. And as promised, there is the outhouse. I'm sure there was wood covering the toilet seat there, or the latrine area, right? Whatever you want to call it. Because right now it's just a concrete hole. Unfortunately, if you look here at the foundation of the outhouse, you can see how it's split away and it's coming up. It's moved over time. Not for sure if that's a telephone pole, old telephone pole, or old sign pole. There it is, the old sign. John's Modern Cabins. There's a little bit of glass from where the neon was at and the last part of the modern there. But that's about it. There's a couple, besides there's 1, 2 bulbs on the bottom and one hanging out of the side on the left hand side there. 3 old light bulbs. See, there's 1, 2 light bulbs there under the A and the B. Another one there outside. Now, the paint on this side of the sign is a little bit better to see. And you can still, there's some glass where the neon was still of the B in cabins. And there's a few, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bulbs still on the arrow. So that's kind of cool. Zoom in on that. Look close, you can see those light bulbs up there. Now I know for sure at one time there was a log cabin, or might not have been one of the log cabins, but there was a cabin right here. But as you can see, they've not only have the cabins completely collapsed, they've just become junk piles. These were the actual, okay, so these would have been the actual, actually there's 3, looks like 3 cabins that were here. Because there's three shower units. John, when he purchased the place, he added some cabins. They were a little bit more modern than the log cabins. Or maybe this building is the part of the larger cabin that was here. Because there was a cabin that was more of a duplex type cabin that was the size of 2 or 3 put together. Once again, the remains of a spring from an old mattress. This definitely seems to be a spot where people come out just, I guess, to drink and sit around and have a good time, because there are several beer cans there, and they're not old beer cans either. The thing about Route 66 It is the mother road of America, but it's always changing as well. There are sites that become established and that have been there since almost the beginning, such as the Wagon Wheel Motel. That place survived not only an additional route of Route 66 and expansion, but even when the interstate came through. Now other places, such as here at John's Modern Cabins, it wasn't even able to survive really the expansion of the road of Route 66. And then when the interstate came in, it just totally cut off access altogether. So I wanted to come out here today while I had the opportunity and to document this site, the site of John's Modern Cabins. History is important, and the preservation and restoration of old and historic buildings and sites, such as John's Modern Cabins, is a key component to helping future generations be able to relate and to comprehend, to see how that history is important to them, how it relates to them, their families, how it relates to being an American, and overall, how it relates to just being human. Well, this has been another adventure in TV land where we've examined John's Modern Cabins in the middle of Missouri. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, hit the like button. If you disliked, hit the dislike button. Subscribe to my channel and ring that bell for notifications. And if there's someplace you'd like to see me go, leave a comment in the comment section. Until next time, that's a wrap.